Right, so the levels are all good. Camera's ready. I think we're... What the hell are you wearing?
My cat, he's back, so...
You're not Chris Jericho. Go on, take them off. And plus we're in the house. If you leave them on, you won't feel benefit when you get outside.
Alright. Scarf's off. And apparently, the gloves are off. So the one roadblock on the road to WrestleMania, which, to be honest, was more of a slow down hump in the road this time, was Fastlane.
On the road to WrestleMania, Maggle.
Yeah, that's what we were missing.
Get in the driver's seat. We're going on the fast lane, Maggle.
It was anything but a bloody fast lane. I think New Japan Wrestling put it on their Twitter feed. If it went, was it something like, if it went fast, it wouldn't be so lame or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And okay, this could be seen as a bit of a dig, just a sly sort of cheap shot, if you will, from a rival company who arguably are considered the second biggest wrestling company in the world, which I think is interesting. But I thought we've literally just finished watching it now.
Yes.
Out of all the pay-per-views, and we probably said quite a few times, out of all of them since the brand split, this one was one of the poorer ones. I thought this was the worst.
Yeah, there was a lot of moments where you could see they were trying to do something special, but it just wasn't getting over at all.
No.
It says a lot when two of the matches, the matches I thought which were the best, was Cruiserweights, even though everyone seems to be hating the Cruiserweights, and Reigns Strowman.
Yeah. And
that says a lot, the fact that Roman Reigns got over somehow, in my eyes.
It's ridiculous. But I mean, I suppose it's that whole thing of, and I think we've referenced it in the past, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. That was always seen as one of the weaker films in the Harry Potter series, but if anything, it was because it was basically spent a lot of time...
It's just set up.
Laying down the groundwork for the big finish, which in this case will be WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But, oh man, where do you start? It just felt... It was not even a 3-hour event.
2.5.
2.5 hours.
So obviously had Raw talk afterwards.
It felt as long as WrestleMania.
Oh, WrestleMania last year, you mean? Yeah. I know what you mean.
It felt like a chore to watch. I think if we didn't have pizza and we weren't just talking crap, this probably would have. I think it would have been one of those things you would have to have watched
in bits.
Yeah. Me personally, my favourite matches. I enjoyed the like Dan said, the Cruiserweights. I thought it was nice to see them given a bit more time, and it wasn't just where you see a lot of the guys and it's just flip-flopping all over the place. This was a good wrestling match. It didn't feel like a sort of, it's a 205, it's a cruiserweight match. It felt like a wrestling match.
Yeah.
And it was refreshing to see from the cruiserweight division.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing I have to say about this as well is, of course, the extra time really gave them a chance, like you said, give them a chance to shine a little bit, because you got to see more than just, let's see some flip-flops and things like that. There was storytelling, there was some great wrestling involved, some really spots, like when Jack Gallagher came off the ropes and Neville just did a big flip on him and he landed on his head. I know that could have been a botch, but my word. And just both guys came out looking incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
By the end of the match, you were like, I like these guys. Obviously, I'm hoping for what we all is hearing is going to happen at Mania, because that's going to be a good one. If you don't know, the rumour is it's going to be Austin Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. And
the king of the Cruiserweight against the greatest man that ever lived.
With his big package.
Oh, his package is... Even Corey Graves laughed at that. That just made me chuckle. But it was nice... I think people may even change their opinions on Jack Gallagher. I mean, I like Jack Gallagher. I think I like his character. He's a bit of a cheeky throwback.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see that he's not just this sort of, hello, I'm Jack Gallagher, and I'm dead British and that.
Yeah.
The guy can go, and it was nice to see.
Yes.
I enjoyed that match. I enjoyed the tag team match. I mean, we said And I don't like talking negative on this podcast.
No, because we're all about the fun.
Yeah, you could basically go to any 2-bit podcast and find people bitching and moaning about stuff they don't like in sports entertainment. But I've kind of come to the end as far as my love relationship with Enzo and Cass. You know, I like the fact that, you know, everything that Enzo comes out with is amusing. And I like the fact they've got that sort of Attitude Era sing-along feel to their entrance, like the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, they're very New
DX
Age
used
Outlaws.
to do.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. But I think it's kind of, they need to do something with them. They need to do something different with them, because they're kind of getting stuck in that rut where they were in NXT, where they couldn't quite beat, what are the friggin' names now? Oh, they were with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Blake and Murphy.
Blake and Murphy.
They couldn't quite beat Blake and Murphy for the titles. So it was sort of, where do they go now?
See, what I think they need to do now, and it was what they were sort of starting to slowly do towards the end of their time at NXT, they were sort of making them a bit more, we've stopped having fun. Yeah. Yes, we will do a little jab at our opponents, but we're going to come out and we're going to legitimately hurt you. Yeah. And I think that was a good move, because it made you think, whoa, hang on. And even Enzo, towards the end of his NXT time, he put a bit of bulk on.
Yeah.
And it was like, these guys are starting to look really strong. But then they went up to the main roster, and then they went back to how they were.
They've almost become, and it's a weird comparison to make, they kind of fell into the role that the Usos did for a long time, and they were just like, they were there for kids to like them. Yeah. But even the Outlaws, you know, the Outlaws with all their catchphrases and their sing-alongs, they were a legit badass tag team.
Well, for example, when they fought Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie, pushed them off
in the bin.
In the bin off the stage. It was like, that's how they got into DX in the end.
Yeah,
it was great.
But I like Gallows and Anderson. I like Gallows. I'm glad that they're finally tag team champions.
Because you're a dirty mark. That's why.
I'm
Mister, I'm starting to watch New Japan. I like Gallows and Anderson now. I like everything from New Japan. Especially Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura.
I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, that's how you actually say his name.
I think it's something like that. Kenny Omega said it.
Your pal Kenny.
Yeah, so if Kenny...
pal Kenny.
Kenny Omega says it's true.
Mom and Dad have been hanging out with Kenny in Colt Cabana, and we're having so much fun.
Don't name drop my friend Colt Cabana.
More on that later.
Yeah, more on that later. But I liked Strowman and Reigns. The only thing I didn't like, I love the fact
Roman Reigns' shoes.
Yeah. What's the crack? Well, it's as if he left his
Let's have a picture here.
It's almost as if he left his PE kit at home.
Yeah, and he has to get them from the bin.
Yeah, in that
and they're all sweaty shorts.
That weird sort of blue tub that sits in the PE teacher's office. He got them out of there. Because they were shit.
It didn't look right in his pants, man.
No, I'm not the biggest fan of Reigns. I can't really say, he's a crap wrestler and he's had terrible matches, because he's a standard wrestler and he's always had decent matches.
Yeah.
But bugger me, he's sort of... I could see why they've done it, because he's got a bit of white in his gear now, rather than weird sort of square things on his back. Yeah. There's white bits, and you can see they've put that into match his gear. But you couldn't help. He might as well have had pink knickers on, blood or a ribbon in his hair. Yeah. You couldn't help but look at these white soles and just think, mate, come on, you're not even trying anymore.
No. I thought it was going to be an unsanctioned match to begin with.
He turned up in his trainers.
Turned him in his trainers and his non-PE kit.
And his playing out clothes.
Yeah, he was in his playing out clothes, So I thought, this is unsanctioned. Yeah. But it ended up being a fairly alright match.
I liked that basically Strowman was continued to be booked as an animal. Yeah. Just a beast. But I don't like the fact that he superseded the end. Yeah. Reigns just superseded it. Yeah. I didn't like that. No. Apparently they've been doing the house show circuit recently, and a lot of their matches have ended in a double DQ, which I like, because it doesn't make
anyone look bad.
Yeah, none of them have to put the other guy over, but they both look strong, and I like that.
Obviously Roman had to go over.
Well, yeah, obviously,
which is a shame, because they've built up. People would argue, we still look good in the match. He still looked strong.
Strowman was a monster,
but it was kind of like, well, I think he needed the victory because then he could have gone into Mania as being the guy who beat Roman Reigns, who's like Superman kind of thing, and it would have made him. But we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. But as I said, those were the Cruiserweights and that match, Reigns Strowman. They were my favourites of the night. It was a shame that everything else was kind of which is kind of the feeling I had about the whole thing. It was just
And what the hell was all that with Rusev? Handsome Rusev. We've got to give him a shout out. Handsome Rusev.
Come on the show, Rusev.
You are a gentleman of the highest order.
We'll talk about how handsome you are.
Yes.
And your fabulous haircut.
Corey Graves, man. Corey Graves, again, is just banging it out the park.
But no Pantera reference from what we heard.
No.
If anyone heard a Pantera reference, let us know what it is in the comments.
Definitely. But, he's just... I think we do it at least once on every episode. We mark out over Corey Graves. Yeah. But the fact how much he was putting over Hanson. I think the Big Show whacked him in the chops. He's like, he nearly got a broken nose there, and he's just come back from a broken nose, and he doesn't need that because it'll ruin his handsome stance or status.
Yeah, handsome status. It'll make a huge impact on his handsome status.
Oh, mate. Corey Graves, say goodbye, sir. Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn. Yeah. See, that's the thing. This is what's annoyed me.
Is some good matches.
The event was that sort of boring. You forget about, because it felt so long.
Yeah.
That felt like it was on a week ago.
Yeah.
And Samoa Joe again.
Yeah.
Poor Sami Zayn, jobber to the stars.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, I think
the little superstar that could.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He couldn't have been booked any better, Samoa Joe. The guy is on a monster run, and I would be very surprised if we don't see him with a title by the end of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can honestly say I think he may be in line for the US title. I can see him.
Who, Joe?
I'm not. This isn't sort of something that I've read on the dirt sheets or anything.
Oh, the dirty sheets.
Yeah.
This is a rag sheet, brother.
Yeah. This is a work. I've not read it anywhere. I think it'd be too soon. They don't want to make the same mistake that they've made with a lot of people and put the world title on him too soon.
Yeah.
I think he could have a hell of a run as the US champ.
He'd just be a monster.
Oh, he'd just ruin people.
Yeah.
He'd be doing it for fun.
So,
overview.
Well, let's get to the main event before we do
Sasha Banks beat the shifty-eyed dog off the Simpsons.
It was a good storytelling match because there was the whole big... It was basically the little guy, but David and Goliath story again. Yeah. But, again, it was Bayley and Charlotte, So, which is a shame because... But the shocker of the night was the fact that Bayley beat Charlotte, which... Yeah. We were expecting a Sasha Banks heel turn to come at the end of that. Nope. Fair enough. So, let's get to the main event because I can sense there's going to be a lot to talk about with this one.
Yes.
So, if you haven't watched it, by now you've been spoiled anyway, so I don't know why I'm saying spoilers, but hey ho. Goldberg won.
I've just read quite an interesting review of the main event. Mike Johnson from PWInsider.com.
Oh yeah.
He simply declared that Goldberg won the title. Then internet angry. I love that. I think it's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Yeah. But what a strange booking. I mean, we could all see it coming.
Yes.
I mean, even when the telltale signs were there from the minute Goldberg stepped down the ramp, and you could see he was out of breath already, and it's like you're thinking he's blown up. He can't go. But what a weird way of booking it.
Yeah.
The whole sort of installed and stuff. Do you think?
I thought that was good because it was quite entertaining.
Yeah.
Which it was pure Kevin Owens' character, which is great because that is what Kevin Owens' character would do. He would stall and stall and stall, and then as soon as he sees he's ready, he would go. And then we get Chris Jericho come out. The biggest mark out of the night.
Oh, yeah.
And he has a new jacket.
But
by the way,
22 seconds.
That's how long the match went for.
Yeah, because at one point I did say, I wonder if they're trying to he's trying to work some sort of angle where he'll say, well, it lasted longer than Brock Lesnar, but the bell didn't ring until Jericho came out.
Yeah.
And 22 seconds.
See, again, I'm trying not to be negative because this isn't the type of show we are. We are a very, very... We try to keep everything positive because that's the type of show we are. And you can see why they're doing this because obviously they want the Lesnar-Goldberg match to have more stakes.
And if anything, I think with this sort of match, if it would have gone even 5 minutes...
it would have shown holes.
Yeah, Goldberg would have looked sort of knackered and old. And they don't need that because this seems as if it's the major selling point of WrestleMania. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. And now you throw the Universal title into the mix. It's a bigger thing again. So...
See, the idea that I had about this was don't do it for the Universal title. Do it for like a retirement thing. Like if Brock wins, Goldberg leaves. If Goldberg wins, Lesnar leaves, and do something like that or something like that kind of nature. They didn't need the Universal title involved because let's be honest, people are going to want to watch it anyway. Because it's two big hosses. So come on, but I wasn't happy with it because again it was like, well, poor old Kevin Owens.
It's you think this guy's the longest reigning Universal Champion of all time. He's supposed to be your top heel in the company. And he does the job. He basically not even does the job. He just jobs out to a 50-year-old part-timer. And that's really, really... And it's awful when you think that's how much faith Vince McMahon has in his locker room. Where his... biggest event, basically the Champions League final of sports entertainment.
Well, it's basically the yearbook.
Of sports entertainment is headlined by two sort of part-timers. And it's really bad.
It is.
I mean, hopefully, as time goes on and we've got, the array of talent that we've got on at the moment. We've got Reigns, Rollins, Ambrose, AJ... The Miz, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, John Cena. You've got that big sort of load of talent.
You got the catalogue of the stars: Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss.
Austin Aries, Neville, Jack Gallagher, T.J. Perkins, Brian Kent. Hopefully, in time. Maybe go on.
Come on, let's get some sexy jazz in there as well.
Oh, a bit of Tyler Bate. Yeah, man. Yeah. Pete Dunne as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Pete Dunne was interesting on NXT the other week, but we won't. That's another video we're trying to thingy. But all in all, overview of Fastlane, I thought it was very, very disappointing. Hopefully, this isn't a precursor for what was to expect for WrestleMania.
Maybe it's because we didn't have Harper on it.
Yeah. Extreme lack of Harper watch.
Yes.
Yes.